Marty Coleman here with Hydra Sailing Solutions, and today we are launching the VIP J70 World Prep Program. And what this program is about is really bringing some teams together and working together to leverage different regattas before the Worlds and at the Worlds. So let's get right into it. Objective: achieve best results for the J70 Worlds in Massachusetts. So, really, what we're trying to do here is have a little bit of a cost effective way to look at teams, prepare, be most efficient with its sailing time between now and the Worlds in Massachusetts. It'll be a multi regatta format to improve the teams in finishing position. So, really want to just take each regatta, build from it, and move forward. We'll have on site, the VIP will be on site coaching. I will be there racing my boat, and we'll work as a group. We'll do a sail analysis, and we'll go through all of those elements, which we'll talk about in a minute. And this is a very cost effective way to do this. Instead of hiring your own coach or maybe sharing a coach that's really there just to be a coach on the water and to do the analysis, we're going to have 5 teams sharing the information. At the end of the day, we'll sit down and go through it and have team debriefs and individual debriefs. Very cost effective way of doing it. Structure: so 5 regattas. There's 5 regattas that lead up, that make sense to do before the World's. New York Yacht Club 1 Design and the Sail Newport Regatta, which are back-to-back weekends. And then Marblehead at Ted Hood, which are at the venue, and then the J70 Worlds itself in Massachusetts in Marblehead. So the structure is really to take the 5 boats and set them up so that we can really get a feeling for what the right rig tunes are, who's going through the water the best, and be able to really hone in and find where we can replicate the proper sail settings, rig settings to get the boat going through the water at a higher percentage of the time. So getting everybody on the same page with the boats, we'll go through a rig diagnostics starting point to get it all set up, and then a tuning guide, and we'll have very good communications around who's doing what and where and who's going through the water very well. We'll have the sheets, jib sheets, main sheets, halyards will all be marked exactly the same. The deck marks will be exactly the same. In this way, we can look at to see how the sails are being trimmed, not only the rig settings, but the trim settings, to be able to replicate those and to see who's going through the water best also through that process. Next, we'll be able to digitize the sail pictures. Whether you have North sails, almond sails, Doyle sails, quantum sails, really doesn't matter. We'll digitize the pictures and compare them. And this way, we'll be able to see with the same trim settings, how do the sails set up differently on the boat. And being able to, again, get the right sail shape, get the right replication to get the boat going through the water fast, a higher percentage of time. That's really what the top teams spend a lot of time doing with their coaches, is just making sure that the sail shape design for the conditions and the sail trim for the conditions are where they need to be at a high percentage of the time. So through this process, we'll be able to do that, capture setups, who is fastest, and then log this, and then build on these so that when you get to the next regatta, we can continue to know exactly what the right rig settings, sheet settings were set up for the sails, and where we need to maybe look at doing some changes for improvement. Speed and distance analysis is really next. Is we'll be able to take the boats that we have and then hopefully get some more data from other boats and do comparisons. I've done this a good bit with Hydra in the past, and distance and speed, average speeds per legs, and we can also look at the track to see from a tactical perspective what worked, what didn't work, what you were thinking before each race, and kind of lay it out to see if the tactical and strategic is really the beginning, like, hey, I think the wind's going to go right, we should protect the right side of the race course throughout the day, where tactical is actually what is happening throughout the race. So strategic's what we see, what we should be doing, and then tactical is taking that and moving it on forward from there. All right, let's look at the last one, is the video analysis It give us the ability to now look at the trim settings, look at also how is the helming, how is the crew work, how is the weight management. It's really kind of all the other little things that matter, and keeping the boat going fast through the water. So really good starts, and keeping the boat going fast through the water is really a priority. Sails up and down, not so much, but technique and weight management really is kind of another major element to it. So with these things, we'll be able to do a daily debrief with the teams again, sit down as a group and talk about it, and then sit down as an individual and earmark some things to work on and improve on throughout the regatta, throughout the several regattas, and then also throughout the worlds. So that's the VIP package. We're going to have a select group of just five boats, including six, including myself, and be able to work together as a team in a very cost-effective way. So, any other questions, please let me know. You can email me at martincoleman@hydrasailing.com. Thank you very much.